Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is Tech Tiddies. Episode 3 of Tech Tiddies is proudly brought to you by all corporate companies are holes. It's Oj. Well, I'm back and I'm here and I'm angry and I'm pissed off and it's Tech Tiddies time and I hope you're doing okay. I really do. Really, really do. Anyway, Tech Tiddies, we talk about tech stuff and how the poor little corporate companies out there, how they're doing it so tough and they have to pass on the price up all the new big prices to us because it's so hard. And that's what I'm here to talk about today. Alrighty, we're going to get to it. I had a nervous breakdown on Monday because corporate companies just want to ground you into the earth until you have nothing left so you can earn 70 cents per video. Fuck you, YouTube. Anyway, this is the platform we're stuck with, isn't it? Because it gives us the space to talk kind of about things until we talk about how sad we are and then they want to remove your channel, don't they? So it's a bit of a rant, a bit of a normal Tech Tiddies today. Thomas, Justine, Brad, Louis Cook, who else? Leela, Dave Bops. Hello, Bops. Thanks for the bopper. I can see it down the bottom there. There it is. Thanks. All right. So Joe Glenn, hello. Oh, we got our first major story today. It's a heartbreaker. It's really terrible. I feel my heart goes out to Apple. I feel really bad. Hang on a minute. Let me cue some music here for Apple because the news is in. Oh dear. Apple price hikes for subscriptions for Apple Music. The cost, it's just got too much. Fat Panda Cat, hold me. Apple have announced that they're going to have to put up the cost of Apple Music subscriptions because they're really struggling with money at the moment and it's really tough. Nobody else is struggling with money, and I'm sure we can front the costs for them. It's so hard being $1 trillion company. How are we gonna survive? So Apple are a bunch of fuckwits. They basically decided they're going to put up these prices and they're going to make us front the cost. And they're putting them up by not a lot, but to most people, this is a lot, right? $10.99 for the usual Apple Music up to $11.99. $16.99 for the family plan goes up to $20. Because, hey, where's the money going to come from? Yeah? I guess we're just going to have to get an 8th job or something. Student goes up from $5.99 to $6.99, and get this is how cool this is. Apple One, they haven't even given us a price because they know it's going to be so ludicrous. It's going to be utterly idiotic. It's already like $59 a month here. What's it going to be, like $69? Like, really? And they say, let's get to it. I mean, it's a serious problem for them. This is something really heartbreaking. And Apple says it's increased the price of Apple Music subscriptions for the first time since 2022. Well, how generous? How generous? Because, hey, why not add the prices up a little bit higher for shit that we don't own anymore? I don't even own my own fucking music anymore. Just let that sink in for a second here. And we got plenty to talk about Spotify. Right? So we're paying subscriptions now to rent the music we make ourselves. The increase affects individual family student plans across multiple countries, including the US, UK, and Australia, and more countries will follow. Yay. And this follows similar price rises from competitors like Spotify and Tidal, suggesting that higher streaming costs Higher streaming costs? Oh no. Oh no. So it costs more now to download things. Okay. Are becoming an industry-wide trend. Rather than an isolated Apple decision, Apple have also increased the price of some Apple One subscription tiers. So it's only some people. So it's only some lucky people who got it. Other people are okay. How do they determine this? Well, that's going to get even more interesting as we go on because there's even more good news at Apple, right? So this is shit. This is just really crap. So they're going to put up these prices and they say here, streaming music has become increasingly expensive as licensing and operating costs continue to rise. Did you hear that? The price of licensing our music has become increasingly expensive. But I didn't see anywhere that the money that we were getting going up. Is there a price increase for us? You know, the people who make the music? Everyone seen that show, The Young Ones? It's a British comedy. There's this whole scene, right, with Neil in it at the end. He's like, we grow the seed, we sow the seed, nature grows the seed, and then we eat the seed. We're the seed, right? And when we plant the seed and we grow and we create the plant and then we're supposed to like get something. But no. There will be nothing for you. Nothing at all. And it will continue. And this is the thing. I'm really upset too that I didn't get to do my rant on Monday and it's going to get even worse. Here's the thing. I'm so concerned about this rant, about this bubble. By the time we get to Monday, the bubble may have burst. We are getting to that point, folks. If you are following this closely, and we'll talk a little bit about it, it's getting close. And this ain't going to be like, I think what people are expecting, like, oh, the AI bubble is going to burst and all the AI companies are going to falter and there's going to be no more AI and everything's going to be great. No. That's not what's going to happen. Hello, Laurie. Is there anyone else I've missed in the chat? As you can tell, it's going to be a very cynical, sarcastic episode of Tech Tiddies today. That's what this is about, right? Because this tech stuff, there's some good news for guitarists, I guess. If you're a guitarist, forget everything. There's some good news. Hugh, hello to you. All right. What's next? What do we got next? Shall we stick with Apple? Let's stick with Apple because, like, there's some really tough problems going on at Apple at the moment, and I feel really bad for them at this point. Because on the same day they announced this, right? On the same day they announced that price increase, you're never going to guess what happened. You're never going to guess what happened on the same exact day. You can't look. We're living in a fucking comedy right now. It's just unbelievable. Here it is. Apple's market cap passes Nvidia as the biggest company in the world. We've got to definitely give them a round of applause for that because, hey, the biggest company that's holding together the AI bubble at the moment, you know, the thing that's like controlling the majority of the American financial market and is basically like 30% of the entire market. The company that was at number one, the thing that's kind of funneling all this fake money that's not real and is going to like be the inevitable fall of the bubble and it's going to affect hundreds of thousands of people who have no idea that their retirement fund is being used to invest in all this shit. Well, Apple have like taken over. And I'll tell you why that's a thing. So it says, let's see what it says, right? Let's see the story because Apple has reclaimed its position. Reclaimed. So they've been there before, remember? They've been the richest motherfuckers in the world before. Apple have reclaimed their position as the most valuable company on Friday, overtaking Nvidia as its market capitalization climbed to $4.9 trillion. What am I complaining about? An extra $3 on my Apple One? I'm such a needy bitch, aren't I? You know what? I should take myself out the back and give myself a good slapping. You know, let's do that right now. A good. What are you thinking? 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 Anyway, how dare I question Apple? It's so hard for them. $4.9 trillion. Is that all? Wow. Okay, Nvidia stock fell 3.5% on Friday. 3.5. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. And it's all happening around the same time that a certain little company or a certain little AI in China is like, oh my God, called DeepSeek, causing a lot of problems for American tech. Because America has invested a lot of money into this AI thing, thinking that it's going to, like, I don't know, cure cancer. Remember that one? Apparently, AI is going to cure cancer, and yet it can't spell strawberry. I mean, don't get me wrong here. Like, it does some really good things, like passing information. Like, it helps me do this show every week. But I have to do all the work still. This is the thing with AI, right? It's a great, get this, assistant. It's a really good assistant. If you're using it creatively to do all your tasks and you're not doing anything, you look like a dumb cunt because you look stupid. Right? It makes mistakes. It's shit. It doesn't really get all the information. And the way I do this show, I use AI. I admit it. I use it. But when you have a look at the way I use it, you see this? This is my show right here. Every single thing that's in here, I'm compiling episode 3 of my show. Here's the link. Here's what I need you to do. Create a short paragraph on this. Also, give me bullet points. Also, these are the links that I've had here. Give me clickable links for the show. I go and get all the information. I go and source it, and then I use AI to collate that info so I can pass it and have it in order. That's it, man. That's how you use this shit. But here we are, man. Here we are with Apple taking over, richest company in the world, and, you know, they've got to pass on those savings to us. Because that's the kind thing to do. And look, I know this is going to be a lot of bad news because in this kind of sector, this is a nightmare. This is something that is getting worse and worse and worse as we keep going on. So here it says, Apple's market capitalization climbed to 4.9 million. Nvidia's valuation fell after concerns about AI spending and increased competition from Chinese AI companies. Because guess what? See, China, what they do, and I know everybody gets mad about communism. The majority of people that get angry about communism don't even know what it means. It's funny about that. So China is just sitting there investing all this money into AI and they're not charging anybody. There's no fee, man. I can go and DeepSeek right now and not spend any money. And you've got to understand how AI is working, right? And this is what we'll talk about on the bubble. The thing is, right, AI is losing money. All these companies are losing so much money every goddamn minute of the day, right? Every minute of the day. We are sitting here going, oh my God, $20 subscription for ChatGPT? That's a lot of money. Guess what? Yeah, it is a lot of money. And probably in the next month, it's going to go up again. And it's going to have ads. This is happening, right? And there's a reason why they have set out with this model. Don't believe the bullshit, right? From the owner of OpenAI who said stupid things like, oh, you know, we're just like taking the money and we're building it out and we're building data centers and we're just going to hope that AI gets smart enough to work out how we can monetize it. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. That is not what is going on. What is going on is they are integrating it into every single part of our lives. And I hear this all the time. But we're just going to have to deal with it. It's already here to stay. Okay, if that's what you want to bend over and be fucked up the ass with, is that who we are, right? Yes, okay, Bubba, in you go, thank you. That's fully just bending over and just accepting it, right? It's not true. It's not true. We don't have to, but we have. And that's the idea. They have pushed it into every single thing because once the prices go up, and then you have this class of human beings who are sitting there making YouTube videos, thumbnails, every single thing, music, everything, and they've not learned to do anything. Once the prices go up, they're like, fuck, I need to keep paying the money because I have zero talent and I've not learned anything from doing this. I've learned nothing and I'm just stuck. I have to rely on AI. So I have to pay the prices. That's the idea, right? To get these idiots who have no talent and no desire to learn anything or get better or grow their brain or keep flicking through the look at the shorts. These people, they want to get them addicted and generating shorts. Look at me, I'm not real, but I'm flying. All this stuff, they want those dumb cunts to get addicted. So when the prices go up, they're fucked and they have to keep paying them. Right? It comes down to this again. It's the other version of us having to pay more prices to stream our own music because poor Apple. Let's hear it again for Apple, everybody. They're worth $4.9 trillion and they have to put up the price of Apple Music. Oh, God, the pain of it all. Oh, dear. Apple, on the other hand, investors are becoming more optimistic about Apple's AI roadmap. Here's the deal. People have been freaking out about Apple going, their AI plan sucks. This is a terrible plan. It's not. Apple's actually going to win this whole thing, right? Especially in the US, because the US are in this circle jerk of NVIDIA, Facebook, Meta, and they're all just shifting money around to each other. For example, right, there's been full-on open book cases of Meta sending money, right, to Google saying, here's $100 billion. And they go, thank you very much for that service that you've sent us money for that doesn't exist. Now, a month later, we're going to send you the money back for this service that doesn't exist. There is no fucking business. There's no trade. There's nothing actually happening. It's all just this inflated rubbish, right? Whereas Apple, for all their bullshit with like raising prices, even though they're a $4.9 trillion company, they haven't bought into it. They have released white papers saying that AI is never going to get intelligent. It's not. It's never going to. It's a fucking fantasy. You have to realize what it is for really what it is. It's a passing machine that is trying to get people reliant on it. And it will be ingrained into everything, so people can't escape it. And it's only up to people to decide to say, no, I won't use it. And it's happening, right? And that's how the bubble's starting to speed up at the moment. That's why I was like this week, shit, I didn't get to do my show. The bubble could have burst by next week. It's going out of control. It's spinning out of control. I got so tired of paying to be told what I could or couldn't stream, what licenses. And yes, look, and if you're following AI, if you've been paying for an AI service, you would have noticed the restrictions with each month. I remember when I joined Grok, right? I could make as many videos as I wanted for a month for $50. Now I make 10 images and my whole weekly cap is gone. That's it. It's gone. They are slowly taking away, right, and lifting the prices because they know there's going to be a subsect of people out there, subhuman fucking idiots who don't want to learn anything, who are so reliant on this that they are going to have to keep paying. Imagine this scenario, right? You're a YouTube channel. Your whole channel is nothing in it you make. You source the script using an AI program that you pay a subscription for. Then you put that script into another AI which creates the video, sources the pictures and puts it all together. And then that video goes into another AI program that you pay a subscription for that puts the narration on it. And then you upload it, create the thumbnail in another AI program that you pay a subscription for. And then your channel blows up and you've all of a sudden got 50,000 subscribers as a faceless, stupid, fucked up AI channel. And then they put the prices up to $200 a month. What are you going to do? You've got no choice, right? That's the trap. That's what they're doing here. So Apple are now the richest company in the world. They've overshot the dominating NVIDIA. And guess what? There's even more good news from Apple. We're going to stick with Apple today. I'm going to pick on Apple as much as I possibly can because you know what? Sometimes they deserve it. And today is that day because they have decided to not only implement, I was saying that they are implementing AI the best way into phones, right? That is, I can't deny that. I can't fault them on it. That's the way you should use it, as an assistant on your device, right? Because they sell the devices. Everything's on the device, and it helps you do the things you need to do instead of it being some kind of subscription. But anyway, so Apple have decided... Apple have decided that they're going to put transparency tags on their music, on Apple Music. Maybe this is why we're getting charged extra for it. Apple Music launches AI transparency tags, but only if labels and distributors declare them. Hear that, Ken? You're fucked, Ken. Right? You can write as many songs. Well, you can get AI to write as many songs about boots and a sunlit dawn as you ride the husky deer to the whore that you're fucking, or whatever it is that you write or the AI writes for you. But Ken, you're not a cowboy, buddy. You're an old geezer sitting in your bedroom, probably stinking like ass. AI's making you music. It's pretty sad, mate. I'm sorry. But AI music, I really can't. Look what you've done, Hugh. Apple Music have launched AI transparency tags. So they are getting in on it. Apple are going to be putting metadata requirements to make sure that all AI music has a label. See you later, Dave Bops. It is going to, these artists, they're being forced to have an AI label on their thingy-majiggy. So you can't, but it is a trust thing too. So they are still trusting them to report this. So it's not all good news. Now, all right, let me bounce over here again. So let me give you the key points because, of course, I've broken them all down. Introducing transparency. Joe Glenn needed this rant. I needed this rant too. I'm screaming at the world. Man, I feel like sometimes it's like this is the worst ride at the carnival at the moment. What is going on? It's like, how much do they want us to take until... Is this the idea to like just keep throwing all this shit at us until we fully just fucking revolt and eat the rich? Because I swear it's coming. It is coming. Tremor Bear will join us as we eat the fucking rich. Oh, I wish Lemmy was alive right now to sing that. Come on, baby, eat the rich. Fuck, we need it, man. We need bands like that to be singing this shit. We need music like that to inspire us to kick back against this shit. It's just really... Tiddies. That's what this is, folks. The Tech Tiddies is just more tech stories in a really angry way. So Apple's transparency tags cover four categories: track, composition, lyric writing. That's you, Ken. Artwork and music video. So you will get done for the music video as well. So I know there's heaps of those people out there going, but I'm good. Like I just make the video. Yeah, we know. It's not like we can't tell. I love these people. They're like, how they declare it. Even when they declare it, they go, oh, the video's AI. It's like, oh, what, did you think I was a moron? Jenny. No, I didn't say hi to Jenny. We're not morons, okay? So record labels and distributors must disclose when AI created music, a material portion, or any of these elements. Apple says that tags are intended to provide greater transparency and help music industry develop future AI policies. Unlike Deezer's AI detection system, Apple's approach relies on self-reporting rather than automatically identifying AI-generated music. Trust me, that's going to change. I'm sure at this point because, right, we all know what people are like. And sitting here and crying about AI, saying AI is the bad thing, it's people. We know this. It's people. People are cunts. Critics argue the system's effectiveness depends on whether labels and distributors accurately disclose the AI. But it is a welcome announcement, and it's good to hear that we're starting to get a shift in this kind of stuff because, speaking of Deezer, well, they have been on it for a little while. They've been doing this for a fair while, Deezer. Do I have the articles here? Let me scroll through. AI Gap, Meta, what else? So here we go. Deezer as well. They've been on this way before anybody else, so you have to give props to Deezer. The sad thing is about Deezer is nobody's using them. Right? It's all great, but nobody's actually using Deezer. So, yeah. And, oh, that link's gone. It was there yesterday. Man, they dropped their own link. No way. Let me check this. Deezer had a link up for this, and it looks like they've dropped it. It was the link I posted. Deezer, let's try this one. Man, links disappear so quickly. Here we go. So Deezer say that 44% of new music, this is actually behind. this is April. So the actual article I was looking for came from Deezer yesterday. So it's actually gone. I wonder why they pulled that down. But let me give you the basic facts of it. Here it is. Deezer has revealed that AI-generated music now accounts for more than 50% of all new tracks uploaded to the platform each day, reaching around 90,000 AI-created songs daily. With AI music represents a huge proportion of uploads, it accounts for only 1 to 3% of actual listening. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So it's starting to happen, folks, right? And this is why they're taking action, because people are starting to realize, people are starting to feel duped. Young people especially, who make up the majority of streaming music, are kicking back against this. And the only way to make this work and get these cunts to start changing this is to stop listening to it. And when people stop listening to it, money, because money, 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 right? And that's when they're going to take a look at it. That's the way it's going to go. Zach Thong, hello. West plays music, g'day. Deezer removes AI tracks from recommendations and editorial playlists. Streaming service says that up to 85% of streams on fully AI-generated music is fraudulent. Ooh, those stats. Oh, dear. And interestingly enough, YouTube released some stats on this too, on AI-generated channels, faceless AI-generated channels, and the statistics were quite high as well, which prompted them to now put, you've probably seen it on YouTube now, even Facebook now, they're starting to put it on images. This is AI-generated. They're starting to label anything that's AI-generated with an AI thing. Why? Because they've got to take accountability for this, because the people who are doing this are fraudulent. It's scammers, it's fraudulent companies. Everyone who's using it to try and get an advantage is a fraudster. So that's what they're going to have to do, right? This is the thing they're trying to do. They're trying to cut back because people are pulling up on it. People are pulling away from Facebook. People are pulling away from all these things, and especially music. AI generated, where are we here? So despite the upload volume, we covered that, the company says that they were the first major streaming platform to detect. They have their own detecting software and tag and exclude AI-generated music from recommendations. Deezer is now licensing its AI music detection technology to other companies. So trust me, other companies are going to get on board with this, and they are going to start doing that also. Now, there's a reason why these record labels are going all in and buying places like Suno and stuff like that. We've kind of talked about this a little bit, because they are, listen, major record companies own nearly all of the major big artists who have passed away, right? The Beatles, all the big artist collections, all these venture capital places, they all own this. And they know that if they just use all that music because they own it and use it to train AI and then charge people for it, they don't fucking need us. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story we can get into. But let's go into, because, let me just find this. Spotify this week announced, where is my article on Spotify? It's not here, I don't think. So Spotify announced they have removed 75, is it billion or million tracks from streaming services. Let me show you this. You may have seen this. This was kind of announced about a month ago, but they're in Australia this week. Removes 75, I think it's million songs. Here we go. So this is the Australian story that was covered. They were one of the heads of Spotify was here in Australia this week, because there's a huge controversy over this artist who did a Madonna cover. It went to #1 in the charts. Everybody went crazy because it's AI generated. And so while they were here, Spotify says it's making it easier for listeners to figure out if the music they're listening to is human-made or produced using generative AI. They say they have removed 775 million spammy tracks in the space of 12 months. Slop, spam, low-effort content. No one wants that polluting their experience, Spotify or any streaming services. Now, I know this on the outside is kind of like, ooh, that's exciting. But we have to be real about this, because within those 75 million songs that has been removed, a lot of those have been fucking real artists. Like fucking real artists. There's so much proof of it. There's so many YouTube channels who've talked about this and had to try and get their music put back on. This is a real thing, right? So, and there's a lot of them. And but the one thing that you're not hearing, the takeaway from this story, is that they're still promoting a bunch of AI bands, AI music. So don't think that like this is the white knight in shining armor. They're trying to. This is very performative. Remember, everything is performative. And we're going to talk about this because I have a really fantastic video for you to check out this week. And as usual, at the end of this show, links will be in the description. It's a great video on Spotify, which I encourage you to go and watch, just about their model and how it's grown. Yeah. Look at this. In 12 months, 6 million they're removed each month. It is just utterly crazy. We believe it should be up to artists, songwriters, and producers, or if or how they want to use AI tool and be. So they're adding these tools to it as well too. You can see the pictures here, right? So you can see credits. They're adding this as well. Generative AI. This is what it's going to start looking like. You can see here generative AI synthesizer. But here's the problem with this, man. And if you follow Internet Music Attorney, she made a really good point about this. What? They're probably using AI to detect it, and AI makes fucking mistakes. There's going to be a lot of claims of people going, but hang on a minute, I fucking didn't use this. What are they going to like choose as AI music if I use an app that's a synthesizer and they just deem it that synth that I bought from the App Store that is a recreation of a fucking Roland synthesizer, and they decide it's AI? Is that it? Fuck these companies, man, that have introduced this shit. I'm telling you, man, there was never a problem before this. Everything was okay. This need to stuff it into everything and fucking... Why do we need... We haven't even worked out our own intelligence. It's not going to get more intelligent. It's a stupid fucking goddamn word association game. Trust me on that. It is just not going to get intelligent. All right, let's keep moving, because there's even more good news from Apple. Apple... Let me see, where do I find this? Apple have decided to introduce this new cool thing at their Genius Bar. Oh, where is it? Oh, I can't even deal with this. It's too early in the morning. I can't even find it now. Where is it? It looks like I haven't saved it. So basically, let's see if I can find it. Apple have Genius Bar. Here it is. Is it? Apple have decided to integrate AI into your next Genius Bar visit. Now, I used to work for Apple. Many of you may know. They're testing this new AI tool called Live Notes that records and summarizes conversations at the Genius Bar. Apple's in-store technical support. Bloomberg's notable Apple insider Mark Gurman says they're testing this out. Live Notes is designed to give technicians called geniuses they're fucking geniuses. Why would they need it? What are we doing? What are we doing here? I'm going to give you a job, okay? Here's the situation. I'm going to give you a job. Your title is genius. We're just going to give you this thing that's an artificial intelligence to help you because you're not genius enough. What are we doing? What? I swear, man, humanity is collectively brain fucked. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. Listen, guys, this video is going to get demonetized. If you want to support me here in what I do and you like hearing the truth, you can super chat or super sticker or become a member or become a Patreon. Anyway, let's keep going. So, live notes. Currently, it's an opt-in. Both the customer and the employee must agree before the recording begins. Apple, why don't they just use the recording app on the phone? Don't we already have something like that? I can't even, man. I can't even. I feel like I'm living in Barney Gumbel's brain. Fucking hit record. There's the record app. But no. Because, like, this is my fear of this, right? It starts here. This is the problem. Field tone audio, go day. Here's the problem. It starts here. Apple introduced this brand new thing at the Genius Bar. It's called Live Notes. And when you go to take your phone in to get fixed, they say, "Dear sir, would you like us to use Live Notes for this so it can take notes so I don't have to do as much work and this is what they say, so we can focus on the customer experience." Right? That's what they say. That's the good feeling fuzzy thing about it. But what it really is, right, is it's taking out that human thing. Now, when I worked at Apple, one of the best things about Apple, right? I know I'm shitting on them today, but there's something about Apple experience still when you go to the store. And trust me, you want some insight? If something happens to your device, when you go in there, don't ever go in there angry. Don't treat Apple like any other company you would, right? Where something goes wrong, you just go, "Brr!" Go in there and instead turn on the tears, man, and tell them a sob story. And it fell out of my hand while I was going to my uncle's funeral. Just do that. They'll end up giving you a free phone all the time, right? Because Apple just love a story and they love their customer sat. They always want their customer sat up to 99. So they do these things and they drag it out too. They like the drama. They love the drama of like, well, we'll go away, but we might not be able to fix it. So it's going to be touch and go. And you're like, oh, I hope it's fixed. And then they come back and they drag it out and go, oh, well, there's some bad news. This has happened to this. But we've decided to give you a brand new phone for free. And the fear is that this thing will start making the decisions. And then that human element's gone, right? And that's what we don't want. We don't want AI tools doing that. That's a good thing about Apple, right? Where you normally get a person who actually listens to you and understands your device. And trust me, when you go into an Apple store, talk about how you use it. Talk about it like you're making love to it. It works, trust me. They fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. Anyway, there's that story out of the way too. Let's talk about Meta for a moment. So Meta, they're in trouble again. So we talked about this last week. Meta, they released this new AI thing into Instagram. They didn't let anybody know. They just opted everybody in, allowing people to use your images on Instagram, your videos, to use them in AI. And they could take a video of you that you've put up there without your knowledge. Somebody's using it to generate slop for their own content. And then there was a huge backlash and everybody fought back and they took it down. But there's still a cunning, right? It's still a cunning thing for them to do. Well, in Tennessee, Facebook is still in trouble. Meta are still in a whole heap of trouble right now because they are dealing with a full-on lawsuit. And it's the same old shit. They've been done for this many, many times. And hopefully this story is going to load. Hello? Some news source sites are really shit. There it is. So Meta faces a backlash. Well, this trial, here it is, in Tennessee, trial over allegations that Instagram was designed to be addictive. Who knew? So this is from July 20th of this month. Meta Platforms faces trial in Tennessee over July's The state alleges founder and chief Mark Zuckerberg repeatedly warned by some Meta employees about research that found negative impact on teens, but declined to fund efforts to minimize those harms, misleading public. So there's a whole lot of stuff going on here. They want overlapping trials. They are tied up in so many trials right now. So many things going on with Meta there, and a lot of these companies are tied up in trials as well, while this bubble is continuing to bubble and get bigger and bigger and ready to burst. So not only are they in with a huge court trial, well, there's another company that's involved too, someone who we don't hear a lot about, and that is a company called Anthropic. They are going through a whole bunch of shit at the moment too. In fact, they just lost a massive lawsuit themselves. And remember, they are, like everyone else in this AI bubble, not making any money. Not making any money. Anthropic hit with the largest ever $1.5 billion penalty in a copyright lawsuit, court says. Training AI on published material is fair use, but startup's pirated library infringes on authors' rights. This is for writers. So, because we often forget about this, right? So novels, remember, books, all this stuff was scraped from the internet and just used and abused. And a federal judge has said, can't do that. 1.5 billion they have been stung for against copyright for stealing all this material, for taking all this stuff. This is reportedly the biggest payout in a copyright case ever, and the first one to settle. So they settled for this. 1.5 billion. Is that going to be a thing? Right. Apple's 4.9 trillion. So how much is it really going to affect them, right? How much money do they really have? So this is big news. And look, there are just endless cases at the moment because obviously this is a thing and all this data has been scraped. And you know what? Sometimes shit catches up here. And it looks like slowly but surely a lot of these companies are being caught up with for scraping this data. Who knows how much further we're going to go with it? Is it going to help us? Probably not. They're probably just going to keep raising the prices of everything for us anyway, and we're going to have to foot the bill. Other big news, what have we got? 15 minutes. I've got to get through as much as I can right now. Other big news, this is about the bubble. So if you don't know, it was supposed to be this week. The rant this week is a huge, I'm going to call it a rant still, but it is a huge investigation, I guess, that I've been doing into this bubble. So if you want to come along to the rant, it's going to be full of anger and spite. But still, I've been doing my diligent research into this topic because it's happening, right? But in saying this too, let's talk. Oops, I've clicked the wrong link. Let's come over here. We want to go to this one. Because, as The Guardian says here, and again, I've sourced all this information for you and read all this stuff during the week so you don't have to. The Guardian say headaches for Silicon Valley as China chips away at the US's lead in the AI race. Here it comes. Oh, dear. And it's coming very fast, right? I don't know if you saw this, but there was a huge bubble burst in, is it Malaysia? Indonesia, I think? Indonesia or Malaysia. I can't think of it. My brain's a mess right now. But one of those countries, Southeast Asia, they had a huge bubble crash and they had to close their markets to try and contain it. And it basically is going to be the template for what's coming for America. So go and have a look into it. Watch it. It's pretty crazy. Because the same patterns have played out there as it is here. But Google, all these companies here, they have all been throwing this money around. There is no money. There is no services. It's just money being pushed back and forward. There's nothing. Put it this way. This is what it is, right? So here, NVIDIA, here's some money for your chips for the data center that we haven't built yet. Okay? Well, we don't have the chips yet, because we can't source the stuff to make the chips because everything's so expensive at the moment. And you're probably not even going to build the data center anyway because you don't actually have the money to do so, and people are complaining about everything. Oh, okay. Well, here's some money back for this. You see, there's nothing. It's just bullshit. The AI race is a lot less exciting. Yeah. I miss the days when we're all concerned about the race to land on the moon. Exactly. Remember that happened? Did that happen this year? That happened this year, didn't it? Oh, my Lord. We're fucked, man. We are so doomed. I'm telling you, man. If there are aliens out there, they're sitting on their spaceship right now or whatever it is, and they're going, are you sure you want to land down there? Because they're actually putting all their money into like a thing called artificial intelligence that is just a glorified Sudoku game. I don't know what to say, guys. Anyway, this is just more proof that all the money that America has tied up in this AI shit at the moment, it's coming down, guys. It's gonna crash. Because you know what? Even DeepSeek announced this week that they have a model that anyone can download onto their computer. You don't even need anything, and it's absolutely competent enough to be like the 2 generations back from ChatGPT, which is probably the best iteration of ChatGPT. And anyone can just download it, and it does all those things, and it's on device. You don't even need a subscription. You don't need internet. I mean, all these companies are fucked. And like the thing is, it's not all these companies that are fucked. And that's what we're going to talk about on this rant. I'll just give you one example. So if you follow finance, which I never used to, but now I feel like I have to, a lot of people have 401ks and a lot of people have superannuation here in Australia, the UK, whatever. It's retirement funds, right? And those retirement funds where you invest your money, they go and invest their money in things that you don't know about. And there's a lot of these retirement funds that are investing their money into AI. I know. So inadvertently, when this all goes to shit, you had no choice in this. None. It's bleak, and it's going to happen. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Anyone can go, you're a doomsdayer. No, all you need to do is follow the patterns, right? History, it repeats itself. It does. The problem is that we don't learn anything from it. We never learn anything. We see it happening and unraveling around us, and I guess we're just so overwhelmed with everything else that's happening, right? We're just thrown at so much shit. Like even J.D. Vance, man, that weirdo who fucks furniture, he went on that other fat losers program last week, Joe Rogan, and basically said it. He said it out loud. Just keep flooding the in goal. Just keep flooding the in goal. Keep throwing shit at these dumbass consumers, and we'll just sit there going, all right, I'll pay more money for Apple Music. And we're just consumed with we have to deal with all these shit. This is not a left or right. They just want to fuck. They just want to fill their pockets, man, with this money that's worth nothing. Anyway. I think we got through the heavy news. Let's talk about this, because this is fun. With 10 minutes to go, this is fun. If you're a guitarist, guess what? There's good news for you, right? Because here's the thing. Guitar, now you've probably seen all this great gear over the years, Tonex pedals and all these great modeling pedals that you can just have all your guitars in these tones. And they're sick, right? But some of them can be a bit expensive. And still, the gear that we use is really expensive. Well, there's a thing called NAMM out there. NAMM, yes, indeed. It is possibly the biggest breakthrough in guitar tech in years. And it is just fucking causing such a big storm in the music industry right now, especially for guitarists, because it's fucking free. It is fucking free. NAMM A2 has recently been released, and there's so many free pieces of software out there that have this integrated into, and even these hardware pedals are going to be integrating NAMM into their pedals. The NAMM architecture is just sick. If you've seen my shows, I dropped a video last night, yesterday on the channel. It's currently one of the new videos on my channel. It is a paid app. Here it is here. It's an AMP modeler for iOS, but you can use A2 files in this, and they sound sick, and they're free to download. They're absolutely free to download, and they just beat the piss out of everything. Glenn Fricker, so many great guitar people have great information and are well respected, are talking about this. Everyone's talking about it, right? There's a good reason, because this shit is fucking free. And it's just turning the guitar world on its head. No longer do you need to spend all this money. And it's so much, it's like so, doesn't affect your CPU, whatever you're using, iPad or your computer. It's just inexpensive, and the tones are really, really good. Completely open source. It's one of the good things about guitars at the moment. So there is some good news. I'll let you sit on that. Go and check out my video. There's links to Tone 3000 where you can just go and get NAM files. There's plenty of free apps on Windows, on desktop, where you can just grab the NAM modeler and just go for it. Load impulse responses, create great tones by spending $0. That's a good thing. We want to see more of that, right? Because guitar stuff has been expensive for a very long time, and it costs enough. Look at people like Hugh, who needs to buy a guitar every 10 minutes. We need this so Hugh can continue to buy guitars every 10 minutes. Broussard, hello to you. All right, let's finish on some good stuff. We've got 7 minutes. You know this, I talk about some of my favorite little channels of the week, YouTube stuff, right? So let's close out on that. We normally have an hate watch of the week and all this shit. So here is my video of the week on YouTube. Let me just, do I have the link to this? I actually don't have it. That sucks. Video of the week. Let me just find the thingo, the secret theory of technology. I do a quick search. The secret theory of technology. I'm trying to get my shit together. Here it is here. This is one of my videos of the week. The music is the message. That's not it. Is that it? No, where is the fucking video? I think that's it. Yes, maybe. The music is the
majority of records.
Yes, I think this is it. So I ran Spotify through 1960s media theory to predict what it kills. I think this is the one. So I will sort it out. But this video is really, really cool. Let me break it down quickly what it says. I forgot to put the link in. So Spotify and the future of music. That's what it is. This week's featured, it's on Chords and Discords is the channel. Let me find that quickly. Am I on the right channel? Chords and Discords. Yes, indeed it was. That was the right channel. Product service. That was the video, yes. So basically it breaks down for you in this video. Links will be in the description after the show. It breaks down the framework of how Spotify has fundamentally changed the way we consume music. Rather than argue that Spotify is dying or killing music, the video examines how streaming has transformed music from something we own into a background utility that we rent. Really good stuff. I recommend you go and watch it. I will post the link in the description at the end of the show. Let's talk about our next thing. My channel of the week, and I saw Pete stole my thunder for this yesterday on his channel. If I can get this loaded up. And of course, it is House of L. If you have not following this girl's channel, she is absolutely incredible. She talks about AI. She talks about the industry. She talks about so much. She's so well researched. And her videos are so good that people are starting to question if she's AI or not. She's not AI. Leave her alone. And she's beautiful to boot, and she just got she does a whole bunch of great research exposing these companies for what they are, and you really should check it out. That is the name there, House of L-AI. That is her at House of L. You really should check her out because she is good and creates really fantastic content, and that's what we're here to do, support other creators as well, even with my hate watch videos. Now, I know Hugh is going to love this one. Of course, Hugh's going to love this one. My channel of the week is Greg. This is Greg's Kitchen, where the reviews are finger licking. He's an Australian guy who reviews fast food and products from supermarkets. And he sits there.
G'day guys, Greg here. Now, I was going through my comments to find some inspiration on my next food review when I came across this comment right here. You have to try Doolandella Bakehouse. Any meat pie theirs is best in Australia, hands down. Well, it just so happens that I am in Doolandella right now.
Doolandella.
So how about we whip into the Doolandella Bakehouse.
This guy is Greg, and he's from Queensland, and he reviews fast food, and he is just fucking hilarious. His shows are pretty much the same each episode. He sits in his car, goes through the drive-thru, always asks for a receipt. The receipt is the most important part, and is so funny, man. When he gets his food, he actually weighs it on the scales.
The most popular pie
and measures it.
A mince and double. Let's see how much it does weigh.
You fucking
No, the scales are playing up. 325 grams. That's the weight of a $15 hamburger. That's huge. Anyway, I can't wait to see it. So let's crack it open.
He's even got
Whoa.
a set of calipers.
I guess we'll find out. Oh, but first,
He's got calipers.
this pie is, well, 12 centimetres across, nearly 13.
Anyway, that is
with a depth of...
That is Greg's Kitchen. You should go and support him. He's hilarious. He takes the piss out of McDonald's, KFC, all these food companies who are just ripping us off as well. My last channel, before I send you all off to see Russ's live stream today, is my Hate Watch of the Week. Now, don't get me wrong. When I say hate watch, I love to hate watch. And partly it's because I actually really love the channel. Because I love yelling and screaming and getting involved. Sometimes when you watch something and get involved so much, you're like, stop saying that. I know, I've been doing it watching my Walk With Me series going, stop saying let's oge every time. It's boring. Trust me, that's going to change. So my hate watch of the week is a channel called Fishing Mad. This man has a total obsession with soft plastics. And I know you need soft plastics to go fishing, but you don't need to say it every goddamn sentence. He just keeps talking about soft plastics. Soft plastics, soft plastics, soft plastics, soft plastics, soft plastics. He says the word soft plastics at least 200 times an episode. And it does my fucking head in. And I can just imagine he goes into a fucking bakery and says, can I have a pie, please, with tomato sauce? Do you know what would taste better? If you use soft plastics. Soft plastics. It'll be the death of me, soft plastics. So, let me find soft plastics for you. Fishing Mad is the channel. Links will be in the description after the show is over. Fishing Mad. This is, I spelled fishing wrong. Hang on. Fishing Mad. Here we go. It's Fishing Mad. And see if I can find an episode where he talks about soft plastics. Giant fishing. Here he is. Soft plastics.
That is an absolute comeback. There we go. Oh, he's all right.
A bit better, that one, yeah.
Yeah, so.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, good on you, man. That's a good. There you go there. Beautiful.
See?
Yeah. Awesome.
Use it soft
What it's all
plastics.
about. Yep.
What do you do? Just grab each.
Just push. Oh!
Oh, he's not going to say it.
So the key is, right, I just do that against my body like that.
Oh, right.
And then you got to grab them hard behind the head.
Yep.
And then you can see that hook there.
Anyway, it's up to you to go and watch, right? But trust me, you will be like me. Now go and support him because he puts out some really good content. He just says the word soft plastics every goddamn minute. And it freaks me out. Anyway, I'm done. I've ranted. I've screamed. I've carried on. You've cried. I've yelled. I've done everything I possibly can. I'm back. And I hope you enjoy this show. If you do, make sure you hit the thumbs up and a like and a share and a subscribe and whatever. And support the channel. All that kind of fancy stuff. It really does help. Okay, I want to leave you with this because this show got announced today on the channel, and you can go and check it out. Please come over and support this show because we have a fantastic interview this week, and it is with Akil Adam, who makes such great apps as Coastline and Weeping Wall and so many really awesome iOS apps. He's coming on the show. Man, his apps are so cool, and we have him coming on the show. I'm super excited because he just makes awesome apps. So come and join us this Thursday here on the show with Akil Adam. I can't wait. He's an incredible musician, and his apps are like nobody else's. We'll be talking AI, the future of development, music, all this kind of stuff like we normally do. And I'm sure he has a great story as well. I'm going to dump you over to Russ. He's got his premiere for his radio station. And I will see you all on the next live stream. And there will be some demos dropping later tonight. Do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. We'll all rise together. And I'm so sorry, Apple.